So the main differences between regional and national is that we kind of take one serious and the other we don't. The differences, or the main differences, is also the higher level of play, and that's these games that you guys are going to see. There are two games that we're going to do, and both of them are going to be interesting, or at least I think it's going to be interesting for you guys, because we do tend to not show our best because we are under pressure somehow, because we are taking it more serious than the regional. At the regional we're kind of loose and it's not very competitive, it's more fun and, you know, joking around, having laughter and all that. But the national we take seriously, so our arm is like more stiff, we're more serious on the table, we don't joke around like in the previous videos. You guys see me joking around, or at least
now you guys already saw the first match that was being the straight pool match, and if you guys have not seen it, it's already uploaded in the channel. This is going to be the second match that I played on that particular day. Now, as you guys know, all of the shots in between, so whenever we are racking or whenever we are thinking about a particular shot, how to make it and all that good stuff, I am going to fast forward that particular time shot, so you guys are not going to be just looking at the screen as you guys are looking right now. I'm just going to fast forward that, and that's going to be 150%, sorry. So this is going to be the first break that I do. Now, I believe this one is almost a dry, but there goes ball number 14, found gravity in that pocket over there, so it dropped. Now, if I have like a quick scan on the table right now, I think the solids are the better choice, because I also have like a 3 ball over here close to the camera, close to this rail. I think that's the one that I'm going to take. Or if I want stripes, there is that orange number 13 ball that can go into center pocket. But I choose this particular ball. The 3 just went inside that pocket. That's good. There you see me forwarding the video a little bit, so we're just going to see all of the shots that I'm going to make. Now, this particular day, and you guys already know this because I talked about it in the previous video, from all of the tables that our pool hall has to offer, those being 10 of them, all of them are used currently by other players from different classes, different divisions. So it is a little bit unfortunate, but we kind of have to do with just these 2 tables, as you guys are seeing, the one that we are currently playing and the other one to the left of you guys. You can see that both tables are being used. So this is my opponent. We are playing 8 ball. He's out of line here a little bit, but then he managed to do this, a very, very beautiful cut shot down that pocket, and then he is not getting rewarded right here. So he does a kick shot. He does manage to hit the 8 ball, but after contact, you also need to hit a rail. So that gives me ball in hand, and look what I do. I come very close to scratching here. I did not expect the table to be this fast. I don't know what is going on with the table, but it is a little bit faster than normal. That also might be something between my ears, because there is nothing wrong with the table. There is nothing wrong with the atmosphere. It's still the same in terms of like humidity or anything like that. It hasn't rained or hasn't done anything like that. So I also want to mention this. In my previous video I already mentioned this, but I'm going to mention it again because this is something that new players, or at least new people to the channel, might be thinking like, what is happening? So I am choosing to designate my opponent as him and me as me on the scoreboard over here, so you guys have a clear understanding of what's going on in terms of the score line. Now, the reason why I'm doing this, obviously I'm asking the opponents like, hey, can I use our footage for YouTube purposes and stuff like that to put it on my channel? Whenever they're going to agree, that's going to be me having footage. Oh, by the way, this shot, that was just a miscue. You can actually see that that ball did not want to do what I wanted it to do, so it's like so weird. But coming back to what I wanted to say was that whenever they give me permission to use the footages, I really don't want to put their names on either the... Ooh, that was a bad shot. In either the title or the screen, so that's just going to be me making this decision for them. It could impact their life or whatever. Maybe they just don't want to be on YouTube. This way, it's a little bit easier for them to say yes. So here's my opponent. He has solids. He has a little bit of a very tough 6 right here. Oh, he makes this. Nice. He's already one ahead, or at least, sorry, I'm one ahead, so that's 1-0 for me. Here he makes that particular shot, and I think he goes in the middle. Yes, good. So that's 1-1. It's a tie already. So one thing that I did notice, my opponent here is not using a break cue. So a break cue is just like a playing cue, but then a little bit different in terms of technology that is being used, a little bit different also in the tip, the forward part of that cue. And I had to make this beautiful safety. Sorry that I didn't talk about it a little bit because I run out of position. Not really proud of what I just did, but the safety was a killer safety. I managed to, you know, tie up the cue ball against that 15 ball over there, and it was definitely, he could not see his own balls, but it was definitely a good one. Here talking a little bit about the positional play that I'm doing very good. I do am feeling that the table is a little bit faster than normal, so I'm kind of like I said in the previous section, the elbow is a little bit tighter because you're not really confident with your position. But on the other hand, I am very loose on this particular day, even though I just scratched over there and gave my opponent here ball in hand. He should be running out because I don't see any big problems, any big issues, unless he does something. No, he's good. He's good. The 2 in the middle, the 3 over there. Oh, he does not. Oh, okay. So he chose. Okay, so he chose that particular ball. Okay. Left me with a thin cut over here. The 15 hits the rail twice. So I'm not really feeling the table still. Managed. I actually wanted to force this ball going this way, and I wanted to avoid the number 2 ball over there. That's why you guys saw me or see me making that horrible shot. I also do want to explain one thing. My current opponent, he is very fast when it comes to pulling the trigger. He is down on the shot, and there it goes, like really, really fast. Some people love that particular, you know, fast pace. I really don't. I'm just, you know, maybe it's just me. I'm not really settled on, you know, making that quick decision. I always look at, like, you know, maybe I need to look at other balls, on other opportunities, other factors that has to do with the gameplay. But he managed to make that really quickly for himself, so definitely prop for him to do that. He manages to make that 11. Yes, he does. In this particular shot, he has like a very thin combination, and he manages to do that. So he is definitely more with the vibe of the table. The feeling of the table is more to his needs than it is on me. Even though this is kind of like our table because we're playing here at home. But look at this particular shot. This shot that's coming up next, guys. Look at this. Look at this. Down the rail. Did not hit the cushion. Like, oh my God. Because I'm right here where the camera is. That's where I positioned the chair. So I'm kind of looking at the camera. Is it still recording or not? But when he made that particular shot, I was like thinking, I was like, oh my God, this is like the most beautiful shot that I've ever saw, because it was like very, very thin cut down the rail. There's like, oh my God. He hits a 3 here over there, but that's quite fine. That's, you know, the way it goes. Now he misses this particular ball because he had to use a lot of side. You can actually see that on the cue ball. It arced a little bit. But I have solids here, and I have a cluster over there where my hand is, and I try to open it up, and look what happens. I find gravity in that center pocket. So I'm kind of not taking up my opportunities to make like a big difference. So that means that my opponent is actually on the upper hand. I'm not putting a lot of pressure on him, so that's a very big no for whenever you're going to play in competition. You should not give that many opportunities. But then again, my opponent managed to snooker himself, or like, you know, could not see his next ball, so that gives me this opportunity to make this particular shot. I kind of needed to be a little bit further along on that table to make this particular shot a little bit easier, but then again, I'm kind of like loose here because all of the position that I had where my cue ball is, that's going to be good enough. And I managed to make the 2 ball in the center pocket, and there it goes, the 8 ball. So overall score is 3 for him, 2 for me. Now break off again. Now, as you guys are going to see, it's very good break off for me, this layout. The only problem is that there is that that 8 ball that is tied up over there, so I kind of need to open that up as well. But luckily it is, like, you know, sitting very good, so I can actually do like a combination shot over there just to free the 8 ball and also make my own ball. So that's going very good. Now on this particular shot, I do remember I needed to use a lot of sides. You can actually see that the cue ball is going not to the natural path, it's actually going to the wrong side. That's because I used a lot of English there, and that's game number 3, 3-4 overall score. So this is a very good break up that I did. I believe it was the 3 that went in there, so that's a good shot for me. So I took solids, the 1 ball into the corner pocket, very good. Now, as in terms of layout, it's not that difficult to clear out. The only thing that I need to be worried about is that 7 ball that's going to go into the middle pocket, or at least I think it's going to go. So for myself, I kind of pointed out like this is where I wanted to be. The problem here is that I kind of needed to, there it goes. I needed to put my cue ball in between these 2 balls and also make sure that nothing hit those particular balls coming back from the rail. So we are here for 3. This is me breaking and not making any particular ball. So my opponent has that the choice. Oh yeah, this is going to be one of those races that it's not going to be a good frame. It's going to be lots of misses because we have those particular balls over there near that center pocket. Now I do manage to, or at least I try to open them a couple of times, but I just couldn't manage. Now here I call the 10, so a carom shot going there. Unfortunately, the cue ball, the cue ball managed to freeze up to the other ball, and that was as an outcome. Lost the cue ball over there. Not really happy about that as well. My opponent here tries to make something happen, didn't work out. I tried to make something happen. The distance was too long to use any effects over there, but I kind of tried to force that a little bit. Now he tries to open them up here, does not manage. That's why I say this particular frame is not something to be, you know, to be looking good at. He brings up another ball over there. That's not really a good one. The only one that I'm currently left with is a bank shot, but then obviously no outcome because that 3 ball just came back over there. So the only thing that I could think of is just play his ball, make sure that he has no easy shot to open these balls up here, but then he tries to do this, and I was so angry with the outcome. My ball was actually frozen to that cushion, so I couldn't do anything with that, and the outcome is him having a ball in hand situation. It happens, that spool, sometimes it goes your way, sometimes it does not. In this case, it just, you know, didn't go my way. That's fine. I got lucky in other situations, which is the way it goes sometimes. So he ties up 4-4. Here we go. And he scratches right there. The cue ball went away in that center pocket. Now I believe I run out here. I think, yes, I think I run out on these particular balls. As you guys see, there is no clusters of anything in that nature, so this is just having to make the right choice, and the right choice is very, very important when it comes to 8 ball, because you have so many options to go a particular route. Now I'm very lucky that that 7 went in, because it actually hit the knuckle of the middle pocket, the inner part. That's why it actually went in. Here just the 8 ball, and there it goes. So I basically run because of his mistake. What happens here? I got a dry break. No, something went in. Oh, okay. And I got the solace. Yeah, I remember this one. I'm going to spoil it for you guys a little bit. If you keep a close eye on the 10 and 8, that's going to be the problem ball. I managed to do everything correctly. Now I'm here, I'm a little bit off angle, so I kind of like do like a kill shot, or like very slow moving ball. And here with lots of spin, you can actually see the cue ball still spinning around after a lot of stuff. And there I hit the knuckle. I hit the knuckle, like so angry with myself on that particular part, because that was just it, making the 8 ball, and that's it. But I just butchered it. I butchered it, and I was like still angry. So my opponent should run out. He kind of has no problem balls, nothing at all, but he does that and he's not happy about it. So I took a little bit more time here. That ball actually went in. You guys couldn't see because of my big head right there, but that's game. That's 6-4 for me. He's not happy. I'm kind of like not happy.
Okay, so you guys know about all of the people that are playing in pool. So 3 teams, 3 different divisions are playing there. Obviously you guys are going to see my match, but I also have this guy over here. This guy! How did your match go?
Match went well, thanks to 2 mistakes from my opponent. I managed to win 7-3.
7-3. Nice. Good. Unfortunately, I don't have any footage for that, so we just have to
Take my word.
take your word for it.